Hello there, and welcome back to Metroid Fusion. In the last video, we unlocked the level 5 or level 4 security doors, got the diffusion missiles, and showed off the Shine Spark chain, as well as the ice missile skip for the unique dialogue.
Warning, no entry without authorization.
Interesting. This is a cool looking area.
No entry without authorization.
There's nothing we can do, so
Warning,
I guess we'll head back.
without authorization.
I like doing that, by the way.
No entry without
Ooh, shaking. That's cool.
warning. No entry.
I always get hit by that. That's exactly what I was going to talk about.
Warning.
Ooh. Very loud. Here's the box again. Oh, shit. Basically, when he launches those, you just want to shoot forward. And then shoot super missiles diagonally down. Oh, nice. I'm doing pretty good, actually, here. I think I'm already more than halfway through this fight. Nice. I don't know, I keep saying nice after I get hit for some reason. Like, that's not specifically nice. Yeah, there we go. The brain floats up, becomes a Beam Core X. He wasn't really utilizing this at all. You can see what's being fired out, and it looks very cool. Wave beam ability recovered. Beam now penetrates walls. Yeah, it does. Oh, so satisfying. I love the way the wave beam looks in this game. And in fact, if you just continue forward,
No entry.
you get a nice little demonstration of the wave beam and how it can go through walls like that.
Warning.
And you're like, oh, that's just like the thing that's audio is still playing.
Warning. No entry without authorization.
God, I love the way this game feels.
Warning. No entry.
I think I still prefer the way Dread feels, but not by much. There's a reason why this was my favorite prior to Dread.
Entry without authorization.
I love the way the wave beam looks in this game.
Entry without authorization.
It doesn't wave like that in Dread, and it's a bummer.
Warning. No entry without
Ooh.
authorization.
Restricted zone. I like the music here.
No entry without authorization. Warning. No entry without authorization.
You can break those, but you can't actually...
Without authorization.
There's a secret up there, but we actually can't do it right now.
Warning. No
Real bummer,
without
but
authorization.
it's just how it is. I didn't like comment, but I like this room.
No entry without authorization.
This is a cool little section, though. Ooh, what? Metroids? They're supposed to be extinct. This is concerning, and totally not at all familiar with a game that takes place right before this in the timeline. Ooh. Larva. Alpha. Gamma. Zeta. The life stages of the Metroids from on SR388. What? That's concerning. I think we should check. I apologize for the acting. It's just, it feels like it makes sense for the sections like this. Oh my god! It's the SAX! Presumably trying to kill its 60 seconds detachment of research of restricted laboratory. God, I can speak. Presumably they're trying to kill the Metroids because they are the X's natural predator. God, I can speak. Ooh, little babies. They hurt me?
Isolation lockdown.
No, they don't hurt me. I'm gonna go ahead and show what happens. I'm not sure I've ever actually seen what happens if you don't get out of here in time. Obviously, we're meant to escape. But the explosion earlier was pretty cool. There's a little scene for it, so I wonder if there's one for this. I'm not sure, and I don't think I've ever tried before. By the way, this thing on the wall looks like a type of block you can break in Zero Mission from the last section of the game. Ooh, we can hit the Metroids, it makes a sound. They can do a countdown? And then just game over. Fair enough. I guess I can also just rewind. 15 seconds long enough? We'll see. Yeah, it is. It's the door right here. I thought so. And yeah, the scene is exactly the same. It just doesn't go straight to the game over if you've escaped. Instead, you're just here. It's dead end, and that's the only part of the game that you can... Well, one of a few small number of areas in the game you can never return to. It's gone. That entire section is destroyed, including the SAX and all those Metroids. Ooh, have room. Samus, you shouldn't have done that. You ignored your orders. You may have to pay a price for that quite soon. Ooh, I love seeing Samus there. As you can see, the Federation has been secretly working on a Metroid breeding program. For peaceful application only, of course. Please understand. Or perhaps you already knew of this program's existence. Certainly you must have had doubts when you saw Sector 1. SRX, a faithful replica of the SR-388 ecosystem. Ideal for raising Alpha, Gamma, Zeta, and even Omega Metroids. This research even uncovered techniques for rapid growth. I imagine creating an Omega from a larval Metroid in days, but that research is finished. The X has smelled out its natural enemy, and one of the SAX is on its way here. One? Are you saying there's more than one SAX? Don't be so surprised, Samus. You know that the X reproduce by asexual division. Because of this mechanism, there are now no fewer than 10 SAX aboard the station. Samus, you must go. Get out. If you stay too long, the SAX will destroy you. Stop only at a navigation room to uplink to me. I don't know how HQ is going to take this, but you need to report to them immediately. Now get going. Pretty cool, that little section. I like when we... Like, you have to do that, obviously, in the game, but... It's cool that, in-universe, she was not supposed to do that. The real Adam would have said the same thing about that incident, but he would have softened the blow. He was relentless in his criticism, but he always cared. He was not a machine obsessed with duty. No such compassion could exist in that computer. Ooh, an elevator into SRX. That looks like there's a secret to the left. Pretty sure there's not. No, didn't think so. Just that gap right there looks suspicious to me. Oh, I love the wave beam so much. Now this area looks suspicious too, huh? This looks familiar. Can I get this easily? Okay, this is actually a good demonstration of the fact that the diffusion missile, sorry, can break missile blocks. Also, we now have 15 energy tanks, that's pretty good. And I think that's the same number I had in my other file, so we're on track to get every energy tank before having to revisit, which is very cool. But, I guess I haven't explicitly said it. This looks exactly like Turian in Zero Mission, more obviously, but that game didn't come out until after this. Regardless, this does still resemble Turian in Metroid 1 and Super. And presumably it is also a recreation of Turian for research purposes from the Federation. I believe that's the way we actually need to go, which is kind of crazy. There's a bunch of secrets, or very secret-like things, that are actually the way you need to progress. No shit. Didn't even see him. I don't think we can go to the right here. Yeah, no, not even with screw attack or anything, it's just not a thing. Oh, no, this is progress, this way. No, what you want to do here, by the way, is kill them and let them turn into... You want them to turn into the golden space pirates, the golden Zebesians. And it's just like the Zebesians in Super, where you have to wait for them to jump after kicking and then shoot them in the back. So dishonorable. And just like in Super, there's 2 of them too. They're easier though. They're not actually as difficult as they are in Super. I believe there's another save room right here. Yeah. But we are nearing the end of this game. I don't think we'll get to the end in this video. But honestly, I'm not sure, given the amount of time we have left. This leads to nothing, by the way. We're now in the lower section below that screen up there. And, like, yeah, they'll turn into these things. But, like, that doesn't do anything. There's no secrets in this room, I don't think. It's just kind of pointless. It's, I guess, a decent health refill, but that's not really necessary. By the way, the diffusion missile is useful for freezing them, for instance. Ooh, you lose health quite quickly in that acid. Nice. I believe the diffusion missile also increases the damage of the normal missile shot, but I could be wrong. This room looks a bit familiar, doesn't it? It's another one of these drop-down rooms. What? Ridley? I might need to lower the volume on these screams because they're quite loud. Oh, yeah, very loud. This is Neo Ridley. An ex-parasite mimicking Ridley. There's an asterisk on Ridley there. Jesus, it is so loud. Holy fuck. I'm gonna need to lower the hell out of the volume on those screams. Like, this has already been pretty loud in my headset, but this is kind of ridiculous. The most efficient way to damage him is to just do charge shots. The wave and plasma beams absolutely destroy him, especially with diagonal shots. Because it can deal multiple, it can deal damage multiple times in one shot. Oh, God. Otherwise, fighting him is a lot like in Super. Just obnoxiously loud with headphones. God, I've never worn headphones for this fight before. His tail blocks shots, but no other part of his body does. Ow! But, and I was saying there's an asterisk to Ridley, because, that doesn't really make sense. It doesn't... How would his corpse possibly get off of, how would his corpse possibly get off of Zebes in time before the planet exploded? And it doesn't. One of the few things that Metroid Other M does that improves the overall story is explain that, and we'll get into that in Other M. Screw attack ability regained. Somersault into enemies. Yes. And if we pause and look at the Samus screen, it's now pretty much full. There are no other main upgrades in the game. This screw attack is the last one. Obviously, we're still missing a bunch of capacity upgrades, but otherwise. But like all the other games, screw attack's awesome. It makes a lot of enemies that are otherwise invincible killable. Pretty cool. Including, unlike Super Metroid, the golden Zebesians are now substantially vulnerable. And yeah, we needed to go this way. To the right there is progress now, but we needed the screw attack to get through it. I don't remember exactly where, but we'll hit something that requires screw attack. I don't remember if you have to kill them to get out, but you can just do that. And also, you are entirely invincible while screw attacking, no matter what happens, I think. I don't think any enemy projectiles will hurt you like this. You can just blitz through things. You're even invincible to Core X's, although there's no way to know that normally, because that's the last Core X we're going to encounter in the game. But I found that out in my randomizer run. Yeah, these are screw attack blocks. That's what's keeping us from progressing. But in my randomizer run, I got screw attack early, and then I was using it to fight Just I have a feeling there's a secret in here. No. I was using it to fight Core X's, and it's really convenient because you're just invincible and you can just completely avoid their attacks using it. Pretty cool. This reminds me of a corridor where I like to do running screw attack space jumps in Super, whatever. I would say I would like find that room and put up a picture, but that's kind of annoying and I don't really want to do that. There is something I'm gonna do here though. I want to go to the right because there's a thing we can get now. Back where we fought, by the way, real quick, I just want to point out. This sure looks a whole lot like a Metroid's shed skin. Foreshadowing, maybe. There's nothing here, right? I think I checked before. Yeah, no. All platforms like this, by the way, are screw attack blocks, which is annoying in a randomizer where you get the screw attack, but before the space jump. Yeah, I want to go this way. I think. This is all a bit unnecessary, but I want to get this now. I don't remember what it is. There's actually several things we can get here now. This, by the way, is breakable. And it's possible to get up here. No, not that. I just want to show those are speed booster blocks. And the way to get that is to run here, obviously. You can start here. This is enough run up. Oh, just barely, but that's probably, it's better to start farther away. If you just mash the shoot button with the wave beam, you'll generally hit everything. The waving of it is very useful. It makes a very large hitbox. And yeah, you just want to shoot down when you go down there, and then you can get this. It's not too bad. I've had trouble in the past, but not too bad. By the way, just to communicate the maximums here. The maximum number of energy tanks is 20. So you can get up to 2,099 health. Max missiles is 255. Max power bombs is 64. So we have a number left to get. Screw attack ability restored. Proceed to navigation room. Yeah, I will. I'm busy. There's another thing that we need the speed booster for. And we need to get it in just the same spot. Oh, shit! I pressed the direction too quickly. Need to press the jump button first, and then do the direction. Obviously, that's how the Shine Spark always works. If you press... Shit. Okay, am I gonna have to cut this out, too? This is such an easy thing compared to the Shine Spark chain I just did in the last video. And yeah, that took 45 minutes of trying, but this really shouldn't even take multiple tries. It's not that hard. As you can see right here. It's right up this way. Yeah, I thought it was an energy tank. Nice. That'll be helpful. So from here, we can head the right and then up and to the left. Yeah, that's what we'll do. You can get a couple other things on the way, too. And then, I believe, the next time we enter a navigation room, it will start the end of the game sequence. And so, this video will be... I'm trying to think now. Yeah, this video will be the finale. Kind of weird to just now be thinking that. 19 and a half minutes into the video. But yeah, we're not going to get to a good stopping point before the end of the game. Unless I'm massively forgetting something. So, might as well. Also, Gravity Suit makes us immune to lava. Very useful. I don't think there's a secret down here, but yeah, I'm thinking of something elsewhere. There's another missile tank right here. We could have gotten this as soon as we had the space jump, but I don't generally do much of any revisiting in this game. That looks a whole lot like another shed Metroid skin. By the way, we can now go this way. We could have gone in here before, but now we can screw attack. And in fact, there's quite a lot of things we can do now with the screw attack. This is not something new to us. There is something farther we can do to the left there, but I'm going to revisit these areas to get the rest of the collectibles. While you can revisit before going to this nav room, the game really wants you to finish the game first and then go back and get stuff. That's not usually how I approach completion in games, but since that's basically what this game wants, that's what I'll do. So this video is going to be the finale, and then the next video will be a bonus video. But there's not really anything else I want to show that I haven't. I guess let me just check real quick to see if there's any glitches or anything that I want to show. No, there isn't. There is a memory corruption glitch. Yeah, the second you enter a nav room, you're now locked in. You cannot avoid the final sequence of the game. So that's why you should beat the game first. I could record things out of order, but now I'll just show this as I'm doing it. There's a memory corruption glitch you can do. I mentioned it earlier that it was like theorized and built in order to skip to the end of the game. That's really complicated, and I've never done it, so I don't really want to show that. It's in the glitch video that I'll put in the description again, and he links to a more thorough breakdown of it. So if you're curious, you can go to that. And there's really nothing else I want to show. By the way, I didn't mention it again, but even with the gravity suit, her fingers are still blue on the arm cannon. Purple on her left hand. Purple on her left hand. Blue on her left fingers. I think it's just an oversight. Here we go. Samus, we're done here. Leave the rest to the Federation. We should be preparing to evacuate the station. Are you joking? Do they know how dangerous the X are? How quickly they reproduce? The Federation has taken an interest in the X and SAX. They believe this life form has endless potential applications. This is ridiculous. The X are heartless abominations. What potential could they have? It is not necessary that you understand such matters. The Federation is coming now. You should just leave quietly. This is madness. They won't stand a chance here. This station will devour them. What could be worth the risk? Capturing the SAX, of course. Are you serious? Do they really think they can succeed? It will certainly be difficult. They don't expect your help. They knew you would try to destroy the SAX. That's why they stopped sending you support data. The plasma beam modification was ready some time ago, but they withheld it to keep you from engaging the SAX. Yet somehow you restored that function on your own. They also tried to withhold the diffusion missile upgrade because they didn't want you to grow too powerful. But they'd already sent it and you tracked it down. Bravo, Samus. They must cancel this mission. Open a channel to HQ. I won't let this happen. They're already on their way. Fools. As soon as the Federation ships land, the X will overwhelm them and absorb the knowledge and power of their occupants. The X are just waiting for the hunt to begin, and then they'll spread across the universe. Galactic civilization will end. The X hunger for form, knowledge, and power. They mimic these perfectly, but they cannot copy the soul. They're single-minded, instinctively seeking to increase in number. They're a plague, and the Federation underestimates their threat. The X must not leave here. I must destroy them all before the Federation arrives. This station has a self-destruct mechanism. I must use it to destroy the X here and on the planet. I must send them to oblivion. Then the station and myself. The station and myself, if I have to. It's all well and good, but we're locked in here, Samus. There's nothing we can do but shake the ground. Open the hatch. I have been ordered to confine you until the ships arrive. Don't let them do this. Can't you see what will happen, Adam? Adam? Who is Adam? A friend of mine. And what would this friend advise you to do now? He would know that the only way to end this is to start the self-destruct cycle. He'd know how important it is. Did this Adam care for you? Would he sit in a safe command room and order you to die? He would understand that some must live and some must die. He knew what it meant. He made that sacrifice once. So he chose life for you, our fair warrior Samus Aran. Your Adam gave his life so you might keep yours. For the sake of the universe. How foolish. How dare you? How could you hope to understand, machine? You know? That detonating the station in high orbit... You know that detonating the station in high orbit would not guarantee the complete extinction of the X-Parasites, even though the station would be utterly destroyed. You would only succeed in removing the one obstacle to the galaxy's ruin. Yourself. You would ignore this simple fact and choose death. When Adam decided who would live, he chose incorrectly. If you were to alter the station's orbit, then you might be able to include the planet in the vaporization field of the self-destruct detonation. You would have to start the propulsion sequence now, before the Federation arrives. Samus, this is your last mission. Go to the operations room and adjust the station's orbit path to intercept SR-388. I love that shock face. Then return to your ship and escape. Move quickly and stay alive. That's an order. Any objections, lady? Oh, I've always loved that dialogue there. Set orbit to impact SR-388. Return to ship and evacuate. We are now locked into the endgame, as I said. And if we try to go to the right, it's locked. We cannot enter any of the sectors anymore. I don't need to save. I'm a little bummed that I missed 4 energy tanks this time. But it's fine. So yeah. For some reason, our computerized CO, or Adam, if you prefer, has ordered us to complete our mission to destroy all of the X-Parasites. I love that conversation, like I said. No, my stuttering is crazy. Oh, I love this song, too. This is the scene I mentioned earlier, where this song kicked in, and I was like, that's a little weird. This is a pretty pivotal song later. I always remember it starting here, when he starts to tell you what to do here. By the way, if you go here, forgot that you don't actually need to bomb anything on this side, you can avoid that nav room down there, which doesn't matter. The nav room doesn't do anything by default. Like, it's... Also, we can't go this way. We cannot return to our ship right now. Makes sense. We have a mission. What actually does he tell you if you go here, though? Go to the operations room and set a course for SR-388. Then return to your ship and evacuate before impact. Yeah, nothing new, but it's not a confirmed mission objective thing. That's interesting, at least. We can now go this way. We don't have a reason to, but we can break that now and get a powerbomb tank. Wait a second. Is this a thing? Look at my arm cannon. It's visible. Can you see pass-through blocks by doing that? No. It's specifically because these aren't opaque. Got you. Yeah, you actually need to go up here, go around, and then down. It's a little bit counterintuitive. I was so confused for a second. No. Those specific blocks are pass-through and translucent. Generally, they're opaque. Yeah, I might as well save. Don't worry about saving. After you beat the game, you'll be able to load your save, and it will have everything open. The game doesn't actually lock you out permanently on your save. If I stop here, he'll say the same thing he did in the other ones. There's no reason to. We might be able to go... No, I think we can't go anywhere else as like any other deviations here. Even that path there, the green on the map, is blocked. As I might as well show you real quick. Ain't going there. Blocked. Can we go? No, we can't even go to the recharge room or the nav room. Oh, we can't go in here either, and it's shaken. Oh my god, it's an SAX. Gotta say, an SAX now. And yeah, here's our battle with the SAX. The way I recommend is shoot, spin jump, shoot, spin jump. It's basically the way to avoid taking damage and damage them. Or whatever you want to call it. They will move a little bit. Ugh. Of course, I almost beat him without taking a hit. There I said him. Oh my god, I really can't decide what pronouns to use. Oh my god! It's a monster! If you just do, like, crouch down, diagonal up, wave beam shots, oh my god, I can't actually do it. He'll die really fast. But that's a mutated, crazy take on, like, a Hornode and a couple other enemies. By the way, just like the other Beam Core X's that have rooms with platforms, you can abuse this one. And yeah, this is a Beam Core X. Crazy. Although I did say we had all the items, and it's not technically true that we have them all. I didn't mention this one. And it's because... Come on, give it to me, give it to me! No, don't run away! You don't get it. It runs away before you can grab it. Bummer. You might be able to guess what it would give you, though, given the appearance there. I love this room. It is such a cool room. It's like a way expanded version of the cockpit of Samus's ship. Orbit change implemented. 3 minutes to impact. That voice acting right there is the only time SR388 is said out loud. And that is why I say SR388. Because that's how it's said here. And again, I believe that is the only time that voice acting says the name of that planet in any Metroid game. Except maybe in Dread, but not in English. But I'm not going to speak too much specific text, whatever. I could recharge, but I don't feel like it. We also can't save. We are truly in the end game. Obviously, our goal is just to escape to our ship. Return to ship immediately. Evacuate station. So yeah, this door is unlocked now. We can use the speed booster to get around a little bit more quickly, but not really. We can break these with the screw attack. We could try to go left here, but it's all destroyed, the reactor silo, so we can't actually get out of here. Wait, what? We can go down here? Oh my god! I've never come through here. You can't go forward beyond that, but you can get into this area. Interesting. Is it always like this, or is it just because it's the end sequence here? I never come back to the reactor silo. That's cool, though. Obviously, though, by the way, if you do the memory corruption, you spawn right here, but with the end already set. Something is going to happen when I go in here, though. So I'm going to create another save state and see what happens when the timer runs out. So I'm going to go ahead and just see ya in 1 minute and 35 seconds. This is fun. Oh, by the way, I don't know if I fully explained, but the next video is going to be a bonus video, but instead of showing like a bunch of little things I wanted to that I didn't, it's going to be me getting the last of the items. So it might be pretty short. Depending on how short, I might just tack it on to the end of this video. Just depends. Because like, I'm not going to show every part of me going around, but I will show each item as I get it, and at least some information on where the item is.
50 seconds to impact. 40 seconds to impact. 30 seconds to impact. 20
As always, I love the countdown music, by the way.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Game over. Yeah, there's not some fancy animation like I was hoping for. Anyway, let's go! Oh, that's a concerningly large husk. And our ship is gone. And the door is broken to the landing bay. Not sure what to call it. That's, not great. That's not great either. This is the Omega Metroid. Oh my god. One hit, we're down to 1 health. You can look up at it like in Super Metroid, but we can't do much else. Oh no. Oh, the SAX is back. Ooh, the Ice Beam hurts him. That's crazy. Oh, he one-shot him too. Core X, give me that! Yes! We now have the Ice Beam! And a new suit, which has no official name and is not listed on the Samus screen. Fans call it the Omega suit. God, I might need to lower the volume on these screeches too. Fans call it the Omega suit, and that's usually what I call it, because it's given to you in the fight with the Omega Metroid. Although you'd think, like, SAX suit would make more sense, because the Omega Metroid didn't give it to you. But with the Ice Beam and a charge shot... By the way, here's what the Ice Beam looks like. Uncharged and charged. Ice Beam charge shots pretty quickly decimate the Omega Metroid's health, although it still does a lot of damage. About 1 full energy tank with each hit. There we go! It's dead! We've killed the Omega Metroid. And our ship comes back. Crazy. Oh shit, we're running very low on time. I have never cut it that close before. I didn't even realize. Didn't realize I was so slow. Oh, we get away. Oh, I love this shot. We did it! That perfect military mind, the wisdom of Adam Malkovich, continued to serve even after death. Until today, I had no idea that the minds of leaders and scientists were frequently uploaded to computers. My incredible reunion with Adam may have saved the universe. Yes, so that really is Adam as the machine, as the computerized CO. Very cool. And I didn't specifically comment, but it culminates in the reveal by him saying, "Any objections, lady?" Samus mentioned earlier that Adam said that, but she never said that to the CO. But how will the beings of the universe view our resolve? I doubt they will understand what we did, the danger we barely averted. They will hold tribunals and investigations. They will hold us responsible. Adam understood this. He spoke to me in my anger. Do not worry. One of them will understand. One of them must. I reflected upon his words, and I see the wisdom in them. We are all bound by our experiences. They are the limits of our consciousness. But in the end, the human soul will ever reach for the truth. This is what Adam taught me. Just one detail still bothers me. This ship can only be started manually. Yet, before I faced the Omega Metroid, the ship moved on its own, guided by someone's hands. Is it possible? Adam? Lady, what's troubling you? You wonder how I started the ship? Just think about it. They lent me a hand. Yeah! The Edecoons and the Decora. They helped pilot the ship, which makes sense given that they were able to escape Zevis on their own. There we go. There's Metroid Fusion. I don't think I got the best ending. Well, obviously not the best, because that requires 100% in under 2 hours, which is insane. But I'm curious what my time is. This took me 6 parts to get to the end here. Obviously, I don't have all the items. And like I said, there will be a bonus video that is all the item collection. Or if that doesn't take that long, it will just be tacked to the end of this video. I'm not sure at this point, but this series has been a lot of fun. I love Metroid Fusion. And I'm so tempted to move straight into Metroid Dread, but I do think I am going to do Metroid Other M. I am concerned, but I would very much like to show the game off. It'll actually be the first 3D game on this channel. Pretty cool. I expected Mega Man X7 to be that. But so yeah, that's what I'm planning to do next. And then after that, it'll be Metroid Dread. Very exciting stuff. I just want to thank anyone that's watched the series. There is still a little more, obviously. But it's been a blast. This is one of my favorite games. I'm so glad it finally got a sequel. And I'll be excited to share that with you guys too. I don't have much else to say. And it's perfect timing too, because it's about the end of the credits. Iwata Satoru. It threw me off. Satoru Iwata. All rights include the copyrights of game scenario, music, and program reserved by Nintendo. Naturally. So let's see. I love the look of the Omega suit, by the way. It's the colors of the Various suit, obviously, but still the form of the Fusion suit. Yeah. There's her face. This is the first game to have the more complex end screens. Ooh, 246. Not bad, not bad. Rate for collecting items is 72%. Nah, 69%. I was close. I'm going to go ahead and show all the other endings here. Actually, no. I will show those in the bonus video. Because when I get 100%, I'll show the new ending that comes from that. Yeah. Okay. So I will see you next mission. And for me, that means the bonus video. Thanks for watching.